Hi, and welcome back to Love is Crafting.
Love is crafting.
Today what we got for you are these DIY welcome mats.
Using the freezer paper and flex seal method. So don't forget to like,
share,
and subscribe.
Love is Crafting.
Love is crafting. So I purchased this SVG and I uploaded it to Cricut Design Space. My mat that I got from IKEA is about 23 by 15 inches. So I resized it so that the width was 18 and I just let it auto adjust. I did go ahead and cut this out on my larger mat, my 12 by 24, but if you only have a 12 by 12 mat, you can still cut it. You will just have to slice it into 2 places. If you don't know how to do that, you can go ahead and click the link so that you can look at my other video where I teach you how to slice it and cut it onto one mat, but just cut 2 times. For this one, I did go ahead and use the paper setting. So you click all materials and I just type in copy paper, and I did do the 32-pound paper, so that's the setting that I used. I am using freezer paper. I'm cutting my image out on freezer paper, so I use the copy paper setting. And then you go ahead and you load your mat, or do one mat at a time, and then you get it cutting. Now that it's cut, it is time to weed. All right, when you are weeding this, you want to make sure that you are taking your time and you're being gentle. If you need to use scissors to cut a piece that didn't go all the way through, that's fine. Just make sure you are really patient with this so that you don't mess up your design, because we are using it as a stencil. I did forget to mention earlier in this video that I did mirror my image, and when I placed my freezer paper on the mat, I did it shiny side up. So that will come into play here in a little bit. When I'm done weeding, I will go ahead and flip the paper over so the design is going in the right direction. Also, I found it was helpful to keep my design on the mat and weed it while it was in place on the mat. That way it didn't move around and I was able to get all of the little small pieces. Next, we moved outside to spray the Flex Seal, and this is a black Flex Seal, and we just sprayed the entire design. You want to make sure that you get good coverage. Hindsight, we probably should have covered up the edges of the mat because we did get a little bit of the residue on the bottom, but it's okay. But you want to make sure that you just cover it really, really well, and so that you don't see any of the tan anymore. Once it's dry, you can peel up your freezer paper, and then you can pull up your pins and see your product.
One thing we did notice while we were spray painting, make sure when you spray the Flex Seal, you try to go 90 degrees as much as possible. This avoids the Flex Seal from going underneath the freezer paper and ruining the stencil that you already put there.
Lastly, we used our Krylon clear glaze to put a top coat over this mat. That way it just holds a little bit better when everyone's walking and moving on it. And this is our final project. This is us, our life, our story, our home.